Hey guys, welcome back to Background with Besties.
Wait,
I'm
you didn't
Natalie.
tell me. I'm just over here like.
I'm not going to redo it either. I'm Natalie, and this is my best friend. Oh, I'm Kendall. I'm still not redoing it. And this is my best friend.
We are redoing that. That. Yes.
Your tomfoolery can be in there. I'm Kendall, and this is my best friend,
Natalie.
And welcome back. Today is part 2 to I don't know what we're gonna title this one, but it's part 2 to what we started last time,
right?
Which was Mad Libs for anyone who missed it, which was pretty funny. And today we will be doing the second part, which is BuzzFeed quizzes.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie, would you like to tell our lovely guests where we are today?
So I am out on the not on the Titanic anymore. We're in the ocean at this point. But this is Rose. She's on the door, on the part of the door. There's Jack. Basically, I was assigned this on a BuzzFeed quiz that was like based on your like beach trip thing, what your choices for this beach trip are. We'll give you the movie that you should be in. And yes. This was mine.
I don't think anyone would ever be taking a beach trip to literally the coldest water on earth.
But that's what it gave me. I mean, it matches up, I'm more of a cold weathered person anyway. So
You're an Arctic weather person?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And it gave me Back to the Future, which actually it is one of my top 5 favorite movies ever. So very fitting. For those who don't know, this is Marty McFly and Doc or Emmett Brown. Natalie has never seen Back to the Future, so you can shame her in the comments.
Listen, but
send her verbal attacks on our email. Send her verbal attacks, please.
But what little I do know, for those who are cultured, I know from the epic rap battles, which was Doctor Who versus Doc Brown. So,
right.
Can I say?
Anyways, apologies in advance for my sniffing. I just ate something rather spicy, and my nose is still running. So if you hear sniffs like that, it's me.
It was red pepper flakes, but sure.
Listen, the amount of red pepper flakes to ramen were just unproportioned, okay?
Listen, I'm Mexican, so I can neither confirm nor deny that was spicy, but
I also tried the same exact Black Label hot sauce as you. So I'm up there with you.
That's true, but
okay, let's just get on. Today now it's just a criticizer of everything Kindle. So let's just get on with it.
Okay, all right. Which one are we doing first then?
You choose.
I kind of want to do the food choices opinion poll thingy because I feel like that would be interesting.
All right. So, first question.
Hamburger
or sandwich?
Hamburger or sandwich. I'm gonna have to go with hamburger.
Oh, me too.
It's like 62% of people liked hamburger better.
I think,
and I'm gonna say my reasoning first and then I'll let you comment, but like my reasoning for that is like, honestly, I hated like sandwich crust for the longest time. And so it's like, I can't imagine if I were only given an option between hamburgers and sandwiches, like I would much rather take hamburgers over that.
My reasoning is that the picture they chose for sandwiches looks absolutely disgusting. And that made me never want to eat a sandwich ever again. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why there's only 38% that want to eat that sandwich.
I don't know.
Orange juice or grapefruit juice? I've never had grapefruit.
I've never had grapefruit juice either, but part of me is also like, I don't know about orange juice because technically Sunny D is an orange juice. It's not technically orange juice. It's not classified that.
But it's orange drink, which is basically orange juice. So I'm picking orange juice.
All right, then I will go with that as well. Okay, and 84% of people. I think it's just a lot of people haven't even tried grapefruit juice along with us. So like, you can't really form an opinion on that.
Can't be sure what their lives are. How are you going to just make that assumption?
You're right. Maybe it's just because we're Southern. I don't know. Maybe it's a
grapefruit juice.
Maybe it's a northern thing. I don't know.
And what? 30 Southerners took this, and 5,620 Northerners took grapefruit, or
yes.
Ham or sausage? Neither for Natalie.
I can't really comment on that, but
which one looks most appealing to you?
The one that's most appealing to me, honestly, and this is just based on like the kind of thing. So for those who are listening, I'm pescatarian, which means that any sort of like chicken, ham, sausage, any of that sausage, any sort of stuff of that.
Grinch. You sounded like the Grinch.
And I got some sausage in here. Anyway,
that is also in my top. That is also in my top 5 favorite movies.
Yes, absolutely. Shrek 2 is up there for me, but I don't think that's another thing for another day. Actually, that's another list for another day. But anyway, all of that stuff is artificially made that I try. And based on the stuff that I've tried, there's not really a good like ham alternative, but there is a very good sausage alternative, like breakfast sausages, and those are delicious, which is why I'm going to have to go with sausage.
I went with ham.
I think the majority of people are going to go with ham. Oh, they went with sausage.
Maybe they all were pescatarian and had the same thought process.
Maybe. 22,000 votes for sausage.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I chose ham. I was in the minority. Look at us switching roles. I'm a minority.
The only time you'll be a minority. To be
I'm
honest.
A woman.
Okay, what's the percentage between women and men?
Well, no, I'm just thinking I guess not minority, just
you're thinking oppressor,
just a hated group. I'm just thinking of a hated oppressed group. I'm not thinking
oppressor versus oppressed.
Yeah, I'm not thinking minority. I'm thinking that I'm in the majority. I'm just in the hated majority.
Exactly. All right.
Okay.
Milk chocolate or dark chocolate?
Whoever picks dark chocolate is nasty.
Listen, I was gonna choose dark chocolate, but I would much rather, if someone offered me milk chocolate versus dark chocolate, I would get milk chocolate. Dark chocolate has its moments. I will say.
Surprise, surprise, milk chocolate wins. Pork or beef? Oh, another one Natalie chose.
So this I can comment on. I've had these like little like pot pies that are like vegan/vegetarian, and the beef one is trash. So just based on that is why I'm going with pork. Oh, and not very many people voted for that, which
I chose beef.
Wow.
Yeah, I chose beef. So.
Now look at who's the minority.
Still you, always you. Fried eggs or scrambled eggs? Hands down, I already know what I'm choosing.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna go with fried eggs. I eat fried eggs way more than I do scrambled.
Another difference. I went scrambled.
You went scrambled?
I can't get over the yolk.
Oh, that makes sense.
When I lived in Guatemala, a lot of times for breakfast, they would just give us one fried egg, and I would just eat the white part and leave the yolk because I couldn't do it to myself. I could not. Oh, I couldn't. It was so runny.
What? Oh, it's the texture for you, like it being runny.
Yeah.
Well, eggs are they're a very big part of Latino culture, so I can understand why they would eat eggs every morning.
I just have to. Well, I don't mind eggs, just not scrambled or just not fried eggs. But let me know if anyone else has this experience. Because every time I tell someone of this, they're like, "What are you talking about?" Anytime you're eating an egg, halfway through, sometimes you're just like, "I can't eat another egg. This is disgusting me." No one else?
That has never. You're saying no one else, as if anybody can answer.
I'm just saying. I've so many times I'll be in the middle or like 3/4 of the way done with eggs. And I'm like, I can't eat anymore. This is disgusting me right now.
I can say that has never happened to me. But also we don't just eat eggs themselves. We eat eggs with like, we either have eggs and beans or eggs and like chilaquiles, which, do you know what chilaquiles are?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just want to
But I'm saying like eating some scrambled eggs like by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you're halfway through the bowl and you're like, ooh, I can't do it.
Well, that's probably because you're eating scrambled eggs by themselves.
A lot of people do that. It's just like a normal thing to eat just scrambled eggs.
Even when we do scrambled eggs, sometimes we put like some bits of tortilla in there and it's like delicious. It's like fried tortilla and it's like all mixed in with the egg. Or we'll do scrambled eggs and we'll do like some sort of meat in there, like a deli meat.
So not just scrambled eggs.
Yeah,
is what
well,
you're saying.
It's not my fault that's how our culture eats them. That's just how we've been conditioned to.
Okay. Rice or bread? This is controversy. Rice or bread?
Definitely rice. People
I chose rice too.
People went with bread.
Not that bread because it's little, it looks so dry and crusty. No. You imagine the flakes in your lap. Imagine the flakes in your lap.
This is one thing.
Not even 10,000 votes on rice.
That's insane to me because this is one thing that I can say I am definitely different to than apart. This is something that I do differently than my family. So like my family, they can't, or especially my mom, she can't have like a meal and not have something like bread or a cracker or a tortilla. Like she can't eat it without that. And I'm like, I have never been like, oh yeah, like when I'm here alone and I cook my own food, I'm never like, oh, I want a tortilla with this. Like I just eat it like that, you know? So I would never go with bread either way, which I'm sure she would have gone with bread.
Are you shaming your mom for her
I
Hispanicness?
I am shaming. Well, it's more than Hispanicness. It's like I can have a meal and not be like, oh, this needs bread, or oh, this needs a cracker, or a tortilla.
I had to throw the tortilla in there because you're shaming her for her Hispanicness. Moving right along, Natalie's what is it when you hate your own group?
It's like what is it called? Oh, what is it called? Because it's the same thing as when you're like people who are gay, internalized racism.
Yeah. All mine is saying colonizing a nation. So I don't know what that's about.
It's kind of hard to do that when I was the colonized, but sure.
Okay. Spaghetti versus
what do you have
ravioli.
to say for yourself, colonizer? What do you have to say for yourself?
Listen, I apologize for my ancestors. But me personally, no. Spaghetti versus ravioli.
Spaghetti versus ravioli. That one's kind of hard, honestly.
That ravioli is just looking popping, so I'm choosing.
That's what I was going for.
It also just depends on what's in the ravioli.
That's true. But wow, this one had way more like votes though.
Yeah.
In terms of the ravioli, even though there was more. So the spaghetti got 6. I guess we should continue to say the percentages for the people who are listening. But basically, spaghetti got 62% with 21.6 thousand votes. And then ravioli got 38% with 13,000 votes, which is like wild because all the other ones were less than 10,000 for the minimum, even though there were.
Also BTW for the last one. Rice lost, in case you didn't get that from our change.
Right.
Okay. Oh.
Apple
pie. I love. Oh my god! If you want to win my heart over, give me an apple pie. If you want my heart.
Yes, I'm glad so apple pie got 69% with 23.2 thousand votes, and strawberry cream pie got 31% with 10.6 thousand votes.
But you know what that makes me want? Those little strawberry creamsicles that your parents would get.
That my parents would get?
From the Hispanic store. The creamsicles that was a strawberry one.
Was it just like a lollipop? Or not like a lollipop, but like an ice pop?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Those were really good. It took me a second because I was like, what do you mean the creamsicles?
Okay. And finally, baked potato or mashed potato?
Mashed potato all the way.
All the way.
All the way.
With the baked potato, you don't get the whole potato because of the skin. You can never peel out. all the way off. Just saying, you're missing out on like 25% of the
You don't just eat the skin?
Sometimes I do, but what if I don't want not feeling skin?
True, but it's like, I don't know, maybe I've just always eaten the skin on a
Or
baked potato.
or sometimes the skin from whatever restaurant you're at is not eatable. It's like
That's
weird.
true. That has happened to me before, where it's like the skin just isn't that great. That's very true.
So
You
a
can't
quality
go
baked potato, you gotta scoop off, be able to scoop off the whole potato.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that can wait. It didn't even give us. Oh, there was no results. Actually, I was like, it didn't even give us any results. What the heck?
31% of people, which is 10.4 thousand votes, voted for baked potato, and 69%, which is 23.4 thousand votes, voted for mashed potatoes, which I am very proud of y'all for doing that.
Do we want to move on to the next BuzzFeed quiz? Any
Here?
final thoughts on that?
I have no final thoughts on that other than
the shame.
some people were completely incorrect on their votes, but
Not shaming your freedom of choice, but your choices suck.
Exactly. What a wonderful way to put it, Kendall. All right.
Okay.
Which one do you want us to do next?
Okay. This is another one I picked. So, which Bridgerton and Hamilton character combo are you?
Ooh, let me go to
Which
that.
I not finished the second season, but I'm sure
I haven't even started the second season, but I heard a lot of people liked it. So
it's too far. It would have been enhanced with the Duke, but that's a different story.
the Duke, I feel like I need to rewatch season 1 for the Duke alone.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
He made that season. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely.
Oh my God. And I made my mom watch. Well, I didn't make her watch, but I told her like, oh, this is a nice little show. This is a nice little show. And she liked it. And she's like, yeah, I just can't watch it with your dad. So she watched it alone, but she also enjoyed the Duke. I will say that.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
So, first question: what's your role in your family? Head of household, head of the family, the eldest sibling, who cares? No one will notice me anyways. The most important sibling, the youngest, IDK.
I can immediately say I am the youngest. I have 2 brothers, but I am the youngest of every single one of them.
Well, mine is who cares? No one knows me anyways, because I am the middle. Smack dab in the middle out of 5. So 2 older, 2 younger, and who cares? No one's gonna notice me. So. Okay. You want to read this one?
Yeah. Do you bring scandal to your family? And it says, it's not my fault. I bring the scandal to everyone's attention. Nope. Men cause all scandal. Can I help it? How else will I get noticed? Or I'm not sure.
You know who I'm thinking of in my family?
I know you bring the scandal to the family.
Me?
Yes. No, actually.
Don't be saying nothing, but we gotta be thinking the same person.
Listen, yes. Okay, now that I thought of her, yes. But I was thinking because your views are very different to your family's views.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I bring the scandal to everyone's attention. So it's not my scandal, but I'm like,
exactly.
Hey, that one is causing a scandal.
Check this out. Mine, I would say, what would you say mine is for me? Because I don't know. Maybe I'm not sure. I'm just not sure.
I would say I'm not sure.
Yeah, because we don't really have scandal, but that's because we don't really have extended family / things to talk about that are scandalous.
Right. Okay. I know who brings scandal to your family. After the story you told me this.
Yeah, I know who does too.
Okay. What's most important to you? Love, duty, sisters, scandal, making change, other. I'm gonna put love because I interpret that as my loved ones.
I'm gonna do love too because I really don't care about anything else. Like making a change, who cares?
I just saw my results.
Do you want to tell yours or do you want me to tell mine first?
You can tell yours.
So mine, I am Daphne Hastings and Elizabeth Schuyler. The world seemed to burn for you. You're strong and dependable and have chosen deeply complicated men to wed. What did you get?
I'm jealous.
What did you get?
I got Penelope Featherington and Maria Reynolds. The Whistledown / Reynolds pamphlet. Have you read this, Shiz? You play 2 roles, one sweet and one scandalous, and we live for it. So I'm a homewrecker, and maybe something else is going to happen in season 2 with her, but all I know so far is her role in season 2 is boring, Miss Featherington.
Listen, someone had to be the scandalous one. Also, give me a sec. I'm going to put this on. I'm a little chilly.
Where are you going?
I wanted to get something to cover my legs with. I'm cold. I'm keeping this in there, by the way. So the next one that we'll be taking is called Please Don't Cook for People if you get less than 10 out of 20 on this quiz. All right. I just think this one is going to be very controversial, and I want to know what you say because I was brought up with the Mexican way of cooking, which can be completely different to the American way of cooking.
Right. Well, I'm looking at this first question, and it's about what to put in a dishwasher. And let me just say, you also grew up with the Mexican way of using utilities because your mom uses a dishwasher as a drying rack and doesn't actually run the dishwasher.
Yeah.
So I'm also curious.
She started to run the dishwasher. She started to do that, but it's still not like constant. It's like literally this last time that I went over to the house, she asked me to wash the dishes.
I'd be like, okay, and I just loaded the dishwasher.
And well, there weren't that many, so I just washed them by hand and I put them to dry in the dishwasher.
Or would have said, do I live here anymore? I'm just kidding.
All right. So the first thing says you shouldn't put a cast iron skillet in the dishwasher. And that is true. You shouldn't put a cast iron skillet in the dishwasher.
That's true.
Correct. Perfect. I'm glad it says.
Also, don't say your answers until I also know.
Oh,
true. I didn't know that.
True. And it says true. Putting a cast iron skillet in the dishwasher will cause it to rust and will wash away its seasoning.
Okay. 2, you should wash your chicken before you cook it. I know we have mixed opinions on this.
I've got mine. Are you kidding me?
For my mom, I'm going to tell you, it says false. Washing chicken can actually increase your risk of food poisoning because it spreads the bacteria onto your hands, the sink, and your work surfaces.
But
Kendall is right.
But listen.
Now you're trying to make us.
What does it define by cleaning? Because if it's just like just rinsing it, that's not how we clean our chicken.
What did BuzzFeed said? Any form of washing. Moving on.
Said washing. Okay, all right. I disagree. Okay.
What did BuzzFeed say? Who is the supreme knowledge ruler right now? BuzzFeed.
You're right. All right.
Not that I'm right.
You're right. All right. So the next one says it's okay to open the oven to check on what you're baking. I've got my answer.
Okay, should we put what we think it is or what we actually do?
I put what I think it is, but I don't do this.
I'm going to put what I actually do because I think it will give me a better result and a more accurate result. I know I shouldn't, but I do it.
Okay. So yeah, the answer for that one is false. Opening the oven lets out the hot air and introduces cold air into the dish you're cooking. So I know you're not supposed to do that. I still do that anyway, because once it starts to get like fully done, I check on it with like a toothpick to make sure it's not still wet, you know?
Okay. You shouldn't dispose of cooking oil by pouring it down the sink drain. I got mine. Okay. True.
And I put true.
Yeah, you're not supposed to because it can like clog up your pipes.
Mm-hmm. All right. The next one says
another washing one, so.
You should wash and dry your fruits and vegetables before using them. I'm going to do what I actually do. And,
oh my God.
Okay, cool. And it was correct.
Okay, I was going to say, I'm so afraid of you actually not doing that.
No, no. I was afraid that it was going to be false again, like the chicken thing, but I guess that's more of like a bacteria. Whereas
you shouldn't be worried about the chicken thing because you don't even eat chicken. So
well, yeah, but I still handle it sometimes if I help my mom cook, or like sometimes when Aslan and Nala are sick and I make them like chicken.
You're just increasing the risk of them getting sick. Little did you know. You should preheat the oven before you put food in it.
Oh wait, we didn't even say the other one. Just in case people don't know, you should wash and dry your fruits and vegetables before using them, because washing produce will help remove bacteria from the surface of the foods. Why that doesn't apply to chicken, I will not understand.
Food poison. It's not food poison level. Food poisoning level bacteria. It's mostly like the chemicals that are on there from pesticides.
Listen, I'm not saying it makes sense. I'm just saying it should.
Anyways, for the next one, what did you put about preheating the oven before you put food in it?
I put true.
Okay, me too.
Yep. And it says there are several reasons to make sure your oven is preheated before you put your dish in, whether it's to kickstart meat caramelization or cake rising. They literally tell you in recipes, preheat the oven to whatever this thing is.
Everyone listens to recipes.
Oh, that's true.
If a recipe says you need to simmer for an hour, you can turn the heat up and cook for 20 minutes for the same result. This one's a toughie.
Did you choose?
No, because when I cook, I follow unless I've made it before, I follow directions to a T. So if it says simmer for an hour, I'm going to simmer for an hour. But once I made it a few times, I'm like, crank this bad boy up. We're getting this done. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
Going with my gut.
Okay.
Oh, it was right.
Okay. Yes, I also did false, because it doesn't make sense. Well, I'll just read what it says here. It says, it might seem mathematically correct to turn up the heat and cook something for a short amount of time, but that's what leads to tough, chewy meat. And not even just meat. It's like, imagine you're so used to one certain way, and then when you do it and try and like speed it up and it doesn't taste the same. That's because when you simmer stuff, so like I'm talking about lasagna specifically, which I have made multiple times. When I don't simmer it for however many hours, like it doesn't taste the same because the flavors don't sit long enough.
Yep.
I'm very passionate about simmering.
Okay. You should refrain from rinsing cooked pasta after draining it. I got it right.
Hang on a sec. You should refrain from rinsing cooked pasta after draining it. Oh. Okay, yeah, true.
Okay, yeah.
Because
if you're doing that, we don't even need to tell you why not, because you're just gonna keep going because you're chaotic.
Honestly, yeah.
So
that's true.
Okay.
All right. You should let meat you've just cooked rest before cutting it.
Oh, that was a difficult one.
This is all guesswork for me because I don't know how to cook meat. Like for the people who are listening, I have been, pescatarian was more recent than vegetarian, but I have been vegetarian since like high school, like freshman year high school, I want to say. Which at this point has been just about like 8 years, if not 8 years and a little bit. So nowhere near where I would have been the age to know how to cook meat. So I feel like from when I've heard my brother cook, I would know this. And I did.
Yeah. Okay.
What did you put?
True. I put true.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we both got it correct.
You should store your meat on the top shelf of the fridge. I store my meat in the freezer.
You should store. Okay. Cool. I chose mine and I was correct. Yep, okay. It's false.
Next.
You should use fresh spices in a dish right before it's done cooking. Fresh spices in a dish right before it's
I got it wrong. What? Oh, fresh spices are different than dried fresh. I was just thinking spices.
Wow. Me too. That's what I was thinking too, because I'm like, well, if you put them in at the beginning, it's gonna get more of that flavor and it'll sit there for a lot for like longer. Who even uses fresh spices? What is this? We're well, you're not in college anymore, but we are.
I have a degree.
We're in our 20s, okay? Like, who is doing that?
Okay.
Who is doing that?
You should absolutely not already to this. You should use a glass cutting board.
Yeah. I put false on that. I mean, honestly, if you do use a glass cutting board,
Why?
I'm not the one to stop you, but like, how does that even sound? Like, I'm just imagining a knife on glass.
Stop.
Oh, no, no, ma'am.
You should use boiling water to brew. Oh, sorry, I read it for you. You go ahead.
Oh, no.
I read the
Yeah. Either way, it says you should use boiling water to brew coffee and tea. I'm assuming we both got it wrong by the sound of that shriek.
Instead, let it cool to just under boiling. I'm not gonna get a thermometer out.
For real.
The machine is making it for me.
For real.
Man, there's a lot of questions on this quiz. Overcrowding the pan caramelizes food by trapping in more heat.
Overcrowding the pan caramelizes food by trapping in more heat. Oh, I got that one wrong. I don't even know that I understood the question, but
Gameful.
Sure.
I got it right. You should put. Oh, sorry, I read it again. Go ahead.
You should put your noodles in the water to cook them before the water is boiling. You should put your noodles in the water to cook them before. I would say no.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, cool. Because it's like once you put the pasta in, it stops boiling, which makes sense. But like, why would you do it before it even stops boiling?
I agree. It's like uneven cooking and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You should keep your knives sharpened.
I've got my answer.
But true.
Yes.
Not only for cutting things, but also someone breaks in. I'm not gonna try to cut it with a dull knife.
A dull knife. It's like you have to. You're like, give me a second. It's not working. Real quick. Let me just keep.
Let me just get my knife sharpener out.
It's like, hang on, give me a sec. All right. It's okay to defrost meat on the counter. Okay, I got my answer.
Yeah. False.
False. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
It's acceptable to measure flour for recipe by scooping it from the package and leveling the excess off.
So the reason this is what so I put false. Yes. And the only reason I did that is because it says it's acceptable to measure. And it's like, you're not supposed to, but we all do it anyway.
Wow. I definitely got that wrong. Yeah. It's okay to use metal utensils on non-stick pans.
Metal utensils? Oh, no. I got that correct, but like I had to think about it for a second. Yeah, like it's the same. It gives me the same vibe as like putting a knife on the glass cutting board. Like, why would you do that to yourself?
Yeah. Okay, finally, the last question, Natalie.
Finally, it's a good idea to add oil to water you're cooking pasta in. Come on. If you have, do not tell me you got that wrong.
Listen, I got that wrong because I saw a TikTok once. I was like, here's a hack. And everyone was like, oh my God, that's so smart. So I just took that as true.
Bestie, we all know water and oil don't mix.
I know that, but I read somewhere that you should do that because it keeps the noodles from sticking together. I read somewhere. I saw it on TikTok.
You saw it on TikTok. Well,
right,
no, you're not supposed to. I got 16 out of 20.
Okay, I got 15 out of 20, which means I scored better than 42% of all other quiz takers. That is so sad.
And I scored better than 58% of all other quiz takers, which honestly, it's average, right? It's like the average cook. I'm not trying to be a chef. It's fine.
Well, Buzzfeed's calling me a culinary mastermind, so I can only imagine what yours says.
They're also calling me a culinary mastermind. It says your kitchen works like a well-oiled machine and you could easily pass any food safety test that comes your way.
That's exactly what mine says.
I don't know about that for yours though, because you want to mix oil and water, and that's like the basics.
Listen, I don't want to. I just thought I never do it. I just thought I was gonna say I read it. I saw it on TikTok.
But if given the opportunity, you'd be like, oh, you know what? I saw on this TikTok that you should mix oil and water.
All right, moving right along. The next BuzzFeed quiz. Which French fry actually represents who you are?
Okay, let me go to the French fry one.
Oh, for this one, should we like pick the answers for each other?
Yes.
So I know which French fry you really think I am.
Yes. Yes, that's yes. Okay.
Pick a word to describe yourself.
But in this case, we're describing each other, and the options are smart, goofy, kind, weird, tired, or hot. Okay, thinking of this as someone who would be taking it themselves, you have got to be really confident if you're calling yourself hot.
That's true. Now, I say we should count down and say our picks at the same time, because I think it might influence each other.
Okay.
Okay.
Hang on, let me choose yours. How would I describe you?
Oh yeah, we'll choose them first and then tell them to each other.
Okay. I chose it.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2. Oh wait, were we not doing it?
Yeah, since we already picked it, we can just say it separately.
Okay.
Which did you pick?
I did smart for you.
I did goofy for you.
I figured you would do goofy for.
I almost picked smart, but I was like, she makes me laugh more than she tells me intelligent things.
Well, you know what I can tell you is,
oh my God,
mix oil and water.
Well, you know what I can tell you? You should have washed chicken.
And it works perfectly. Look at that.
All right. Pick a dream career.
Chef, musician, writer, actor, athlete, or doing nothing. I'm gonna go in a direction that I don't normally go, just like Kim Kardashian. But I chose
Courtney.
Oh, was that Courtney?
Yeah.
Oh, well, like Courtney.
Let me go in a direction I typically don't go in and say John Mayer.
Yeah, I did that. So what did you choose, since I told you mine?
I chose musician.
Okay.
What did you say, bro? What did you say you picked?
I was gonna let you go first, and then I was gonna say mine, but I chose athlete for you because you were on swim team. And I honestly, I don't know that you would be doing anything else.
Girl, I would love to be a writer.
Well, I know that now, because I was like, I knew that you would not enjoy doing nothing. I'm not going to comment on being a musician. As far as actor, I haven't seen any acting skills in person, so I cannot comment on that.
Well, this whole, you have some good acting skills. Apparently this whole 8 years of friendship, since you didn't know I would want to be a writer.
I'm sorry.
I
know you like to read books, but like, I didn't know you would want to write.
You might as well call the podcast background noise associates. Acquaintances. Background noise acquaintances. God. All right.
Sorry.
Pick a food. Ice cream, pizza, salad, sushi, cheese, and pasta.
Why did you laugh when you said salad, Miss Ma'am?
No, I laughed at sushi. Sushi. No, I really was. Because I already knew that's what we were both going to pick for each other.
Yeah, you're right. I did choose sushi for you too.
Can I tell you, the literal pounds of sushi that me and Natalie digested last March through May is insane. Public sushi, it really do be hitting.
It really do. And it's like you get $5 sushi on Wednesdays. And you can get like one of those big ones too.
Yep. Yep. All right, I already know the answer to this.
How many close friends do you have? 0 to 1, 2 to 3, 4 to 5, 6 to 7, 8 to 9. 10 or more? Who has 10 or more close friends? Close friends.
I picked yours.
I don't like the way you said that. I picked yours.
Okay. I said 2 to 3 for you because you got other friends up in college.
I said 0 to 1.
Yeah, that's what I would have put for myself.
Yeah. It's like, I know you've got that new friend down there, but I don't think y'all are close yet. So
You might be wrong.
I'm ending this. I am ending this.
We're getting close. We are close, Jessica. I know you'll listen to this. We are close. But I think I'm always gonna be in the 0 to 1 category because I don't know how to describe it. Just because I'm an introvert.
Jessica, I know you're listening to this. You watch your back, ma'am. Watch your back.
On open air.
I'm just kidding, Jessica. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not.
Okay. Moving on. But next week, it's just gonna be me. Because I'm gonna be like, Natalie's sitting down in county jail.
No, it's like, actually Natalie's been missing for a little bit. Not sure where she's at, but all right. The next one says, what do you wish you had more time for? Sleeping, reading, my hobbies, my family, my friends, or travel?
I chose yours.
I'm trying to think of what. Okay, I chose yours, but I'm not sure if this is what you would have chosen for yourself.
I chose travel.
I chose travel for you too.
No, I would have put sleeping or reading.
Reading was going to be a close second, but I thought you would have wanted to travel more.
No.
I forget you have actually traveled more than I have, so it's not as much of a.
Actually, you've gone 0 places. I have gone. Well, I'm saying outside the U.S. When I think, oh, I'm traveling, I think outside the U.S.
I take offense to that because I can't go
Because
out.
you're not allowed to go. You are allowed to go out. You're not allowed to go back in.
I'm not allowed to come back in.
Okay. Next one. In your opinion, which of these things don't really exist?
Don't.
Ghosts, aliens, true love, an afterlife, a job you enjoy. None of these exist. Natalie actually being a good friend. Oops,
for you, one that I think you don't think really exists. Okay. I'm gonna say, okay, I've got mine.
I put aliens.
I put aliens for you too. Okay. But honestly, I feel like they could. We don't know what's out there. We haven't explored everything. There's a possibility. We haven't even explored 70% of the ocean. What if there's underwater aliens?
They'd still be from this earth, so they wouldn't be aliens.
Oh, I get. Well, I'm an alien. I'm of this earth.
You're an alien to other aliens, not from this earth, though.
True.
They're from this earth,
but I'm saying I'm an alien to people of this earth as well.
Oh. Never mind. No, you're an alien to the United States of America.
Right. Well, technically every other country as well, except Mexico.
Well, technically every other country for me, except the United States of America.
That's true. That's true. I don't know how much of this I'm going to leave in there. But
do whatever you're comfortable with.
I'm about to dox myself.
Pick one thing to wish for. Money, love, happiness, a good job, a nice house, a cool car. Oh, I'm answering for you. I almost answered for myself. I got yours. Ooh.
I'm choosing for you still. I'm in between two options,
Go
but
with your gut.
I think I'm gonna go with, okay, I chose one.
Okay. Which one? I chose happiness.
I chose happiness for you too.
Okay. Natalie's gonna be so happy with her response because before we got on this, we were talking about which fry you should rather be. And Natalie got curly fries. So you're exciting and a little bit dangerous. You're unique. You bring something to the table that's a little bit unexpected, sometimes a lot unexpected. A top tier fry.
Do you want to know what fry you are?
Probably like, I don't even know, like a potato. I'm not even cut.
You're a curly fry.
Yes.
We're both curly fries.
Yes. Top tier.
Yes.
Listen, I learned the greatest tragedy the other day. I went to
The
KFC.
greatest tragedy.
Yes, I went to KFC. They discontinued their potato wedges. Get out of here. If you say you've never had them, I don't want to hear it. Let me just tell you, for those of you who have experienced it, potato wedges are immaculate. Immaculate. Discontinued. Ruined my whole day.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you. I
know you've never had them.
I was just gonna say, I know you didn't want to hear it, but I have never tried any of their fries. So the next one that I think we should do is let's fight about whether these 15 things are huge wastes of money or totally worth it.
Wait, I don't have that one on my tabs.
It's the second link that I sent.
Oh.
All right, so it says, the first thing says, when grocery shopping, do you go for the pricier brand name products or the cheaper generic ones?
Generic all the way.
Yeah.
I'm always scheming for a deal.
I did generic. There's only a few things that I like really care about if they're brand name, but if I can't find them in the brand name, then I don't care.
Like Doritos, I just don't smack if it's not a Dorito. If it's cheesy triangle, get out of here.
Get out. All right, the next one. Do you want to read that?
Okay. How about over-the-counter medications? Do you prefer the name brand or generic? Okay, I do name brands for that.
You do name brands for that?
Yes, I gotta have a Tylenol. I gotta have a Tylenol or an Advil. Even though if I know it's the same thing, I gotta have it. I got
the only thing that we've ever gotten that wasn't generic was Allegra, and that's because my brother and my mom have really bad pollen allergies, which I have pollen allergies too, but not to the level they do. So but these are the ones that they're like, we need to get Allegra.
Have you seen that commercial where it's Advil, but now it's the very first drug where they've combined the two, Advil and Tylenol together? Let me just say, in one pill, that sounds like kidney disease, liver disease, packed in a single pill. Never will I take that, or one pill and I'd be hospitalized for the rest of my life.
I agree. It sounds a little sketchy. I need to see what happened to people first. But I did generic.
Let me read what's it called when they let me read the research trials transcription.
For real.
Let me read them.
But that's like the reason why I don't care if it's generic or name brand for medication, because it's the same ingredients. It's the same active ingredient as well. So it's like there's not really a difference, but it's all right.
It's called Advil dual action, but I think it should be called Advil dialysis, because it's going to be knocking your kidneys out.
No, I agree. It just seems so sketchy.
Yeah.
All right, next one. It says, when it comes to your daily coffee or tea, what's your typical ritual? First option is, I usually go to a coffee shop. I know it's more expensive, but it's worth it. Second option, I usually make my coffee or tea at home. Those fancy $7 drinks can really add up. Or the last one, I don't drink coffee or tea, so this one doesn't apply to me. Listen, I'm gonna do I don't drink coffee or tea, because even though I do sometimes, I rarely do on my own.
Okay, well, I also put that.
It's like the only times that I choose to get coffee is when I'm with a friend and they're like, oh, do you want to go get coffee? And I'm like, oh yeah, sure. But I don't think it's enough for me to say, let me go to a coffee shop.
True. Okay.
All right. And then what did you say?
I don't drink it.
Okay, yeah.
I don't drink it. Yeah. Takeout versus cooking. Where do you stand? One says like, I love takeout and delivery. So convenient and you have endless options to choose from. And then the other says, I usually cook my own meals. Takeout is something I rarely or never do. It's so much more expensive. I'm currently on a budget with my husband, so we cook, or I cook all our meals. We'll go out very occasionally right now.
I have to be honest and say I love takeout and or delivery.
I love it. My pocket don't.
I get it more often than I should, but it's definitely like I can't say like, I like cook all the time. I don't. I'm like
just phrase it that you're helping keep the dasher.
Exactly.
The dasher's alive.
Exactly. You got to tip well. I make sure if I get takeout, I do tip. Okay. That's the one thing I have told myself is if I'm getting takeout, obviously you're going to tip. And if you can't, that's one thing that I will never I'll never be okay with is people who get takeout and don't tip. When I used to work at my last job, actually, there was this one girl who would always get like DoorDash and she would never tip.
Shame. Put her on blast. What's her name?
Shame.
Her address. Her social security
Let me
number.
just dox her real quick. All right. Do you prefer to have your own streaming accounts or do you generally mooch or share with others?
Listen, I mooch off Natalie.
You mooch off of mine, but I do pay for the ones that I've wanted to get, I pay for my own. Like when Disney Plus came out, I paid for that by myself. And HBO.
No, if there's not someone for me to mooch off of, I do not own that streaming service.
True, but you have them all through me, so it doesn't really matter. You just save money.
You're there to mooch because you're there for me to mooch off of.
Exactly. It's like if we did, I was like, if something ever happened between us, that's the first thing I would get rid of. I'd be like, change the password and be like, log me out of all my accounts.
Wow. Okay. Mm-hmm. Extra motivation to stay in this friendship. Okay. Next one. Let's say you're booking a flight. Just how much are you willing to spend?
So the first option says, I'll splurge on things like extra legroom, priority boarding, or an upgraded class if the price is right. Second option says, I'm choosing the cheapest ticket I possibly can. Listen. And I will go for the second option.
I look for the cheapest options available first. But then I'm going to splurge a little bit on I want prime seating. Maybe it's because all the flights I've been on most of my life are long ones, like the 12-hour one to Korea. I ain't gonna be cramped up for 12 hours, so I will splurge on extras. So I chose that one. But the initial one will be cheap.
I agree. That works. It's in between those two.
Yeah.
All right. Next one says, if it's too hot or cold in your house, what do you generally do? First option says, I crank up the AC or heat immediately. I don't care about the added utility cost. I need to be comfortable. Second one says, I put on or remove layers first and try to use AC or heat sparingly. Sometimes all you need is a blanket.
I don't even need to listen to the second one. I crank that shit up.
I do too.
Listen, I'm living in military housing. I'm not paying for those utilities. Crank it up. Crank it up.
Listen, and so I'm obviously not on like government stuff, but like either way, like I don't think AC has like, I've thought about this too, because I want to go to the UK or like England at some point. And like, I know a lot of places don't have AC, but like, I need my AC.
Do you generally prefer to buy new clothes or find some cheaper deals at the thrift shops? So option one, new clothes for me. Two, thrifting all the way. Thrifting all the way to the bank.
I do get new clothes. And it's not even like if I go to the thrift store with my friends, like I don't care. It's not like oh, I need to be the first person to get this. It's more of like I go shopping with my parents and they offer to pay my stuff for me, so I'm gonna get that. But if I'm by myself, I
Okay,
go to the
Boocher.
thrift store.
Okay,
Listen, I will take all that help as long as I can get it.
Okay.
All right. How about cars? Do you think new or used is the better choice?
I already picked.
I am now in the middle of this because for us, we've always gotten used cars, but now that I got my new car, it was the cheapest option. So it's like whatever the cheapest one ends up being.
See, I think you were looking for too many fancy cars. If it can get me from point A to point B, I'm good.
That's true.
So I'd rather buy used, personally.
That's true.
And plus, new cars, as soon as you drive them off the lot, they lose 50% of their value. And so if you get a car, I'm not trying to make you feel bad about your choice. These are my reasoning. And then once a car is, I think it's more than 10, I know, it's either after 5 years or 10 years, it's lost the most, like the rate at which it loses its value decreases by a lot. Mm-hmm. So like the first 5 years, it's going to be losing its value very rapidly, but after, it's either 5 or 10, but after 5 or 10 years, like it kind of plateaus and it's not going to lose any more value.
I know that's like true, but also when I got in my car accident, we got more, or actually the same amount that we paid for my car. And it had been like, it was a 2014 and this happened last year.
Well, you're just the exception to the rule. So I don't know what to tell you.
Sorry.
So it must be.
And Subarus, we were going to get a 2017 and it was freaking like for the amount that we paid for this new 2022 model, it was like $7,000 more expensive for being from 2017, which is stupid to me. So I don't know how the market works, but
well, you were looking at car dealerships too. I look at from like a private seller.
But even from we looked for private sellers and they were overpricing their cars.
Also, a thing to note right now is the car market is very like, for the first time in ever, used cars are increasing in value versus decreasing because there's a shortage in used cars. So that's another thing of note. Okay. When it comes to working out, what's your
do they know us?
What's your method of choice? I have a gym membership. I stick to at-home workouts. I don't really work out.
I think I don't really work out, so it doesn't apply to me.
Me too. We don't even need to dig into that. We're just moving right along.
All right. Big weddings or small weddings? Where do you stand?
Gotta say small because mine was in the courthouse.
See, but here's my thing. Like, I want a small wedding because I don't really know a lot of people. So I'm not just going to invite random people that I kind of know. Like, I'm going to keep it to only the people that I want to be there, but I will splurge on my small wedding.
So then I would say you would want the big one because it's not big. It's just I'd rather spend more money to have the wedding of my dreams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I already clicked the other one, but that makes sense. So we'll just pretend like I did that and I was in the minority.
There's going to be no results anyways.
Yeah.
Like how about wedding rings and engagement rings? This one, I want something on the expensive side, made from premium materials, gold, silver, diamonds. 2, I'd want something more practical. A titanium steel band works the same for me. Fake diamonds are just as pretty. Okay, well, at first it was gonna be like something, I wasn't gonna do the expensive one, but then when they labeled gold, silver, and diamonds, which are found in the majority of wedding and engagement rings as premium material, I was like, okay, I gotta go with that one.
Well, my thing is, it's like, I just like my parents do too with like their rings, like they're leaving that for us. So it's like, I would want it to last. I wouldn't want it to like break or degrade within a little bit, especially if I want to keep that like in the family.
Well, no shade, but my ring will be going into the grave with me. but teach their own. I think it's nice that she passed it down, but it's staying on my body.
Yeah, like she's passing down like her regular ones to me, and then it's like her, I don't know which one she's giving to Brian as like wedding or engagement, or if she's even, I don't remember what she said she was doing with
But
that.
then my thing with
Brian
that
wants that.
Right. Okay. I'm glad you said that, because my thing with that is if she gives it to Brian, like here for when you get engaged, he's gonna feel pressured to use it. This might not be the style of whoever he proposes to. Okay. You're grabbing fast food for lunch. Are you ordering a soda or asking for 3 water cups? Water.
I'm springing for the soda. If you go to McDonald's, it's $1.
If it's included in the meal, I'll get the drink. If not, I'm getting water.
True.
Yeah.
But also when I go to Mexican restaurants, I always get horchata, so like technically not included, but
let's say you're buying a new laptop, phone, or TV. Are you paying $100 for an extended warranty? Nope.
No.
Right.
I don't know that we've ever done that.
The one time I paid for an extended warranty on our couch, and I made sure it covered pet accidents. Buddy peed on the couch. I called. It's not covered because you purchased it less than 30 days ago. No one told me that when I bought the warranty.
What?
Extended means it doesn't start until an extended amount of time, not that it lasts longer. So I was like, actually, I'm just gonna have you give me the money back.
But what about
warranty? And they're like, okay. I was like, yeah.
What about the original warranty? Did that not cover that?
No.
That's stupid. That is so stupid.
Yes, I got the smell out and the pee out. So
scam. And then the last one, where do you stand on lottery tickets? First one says, I buy them sometimes. They're fun, even if they're not likely to lead to a huge jackpot. And the second one, I don't really buy them. Waste of money, in my honest opinion.
One is really triggering me. I don't buy them, but for other reasons.
So I buy them sometimes. My dad recently bought some lottery tickets and he got $245.
No, I can't get into the lottery ticket business again. With my family, it destroyed my family. Not literally, but there's a PTSD with that.
There's a little bit of grift with lottery tickets in her family. So
yeah. So the last quiz we're going to be doing, this one's pretty controversial. So let's see if you'd get rid of the same Arthur characters as everyone else. I'm very curious to see what Natalie has to say. I loved Arthur growing up. It hit.
It really did. I liked it too. Okay.
First one. Arthur, Buster, Baxter, Baxter, Muffy Crosswire, and Francine Frinsky.
I can already tell you in this lineup, I'm getting rid of Muffy.
Thank you.
Muffy was so annoying.
Yes.
She was the worst character out of those 4. So definitely going with her, and most people agreed. So I'm glad.
We can just kick her off the show entirely.
Yep. For the next lineup, it says who must go. And they have Binky Barnes, Sue Ellen Armstrong, Alan Brain Powers, and George Lundgren. Give us your opinion. I know which one I'm choosing.
George, get out of here. Something about his little face and his little voice.
You're getting rid of George? Yeah. I got rid of Binky Barnes.
Not Binky Barnes.
Binky Barnes.
No, not Binky. You really got rid of Binky?
Yes, I'm getting rid of Binky. He was so annoying.
No, freaking George was annoying. Binky.
No,
I can't believe you got rid of Binky Barnes.
I can't believe you got rid of George.
Get out of here. I'm getting rid of Binky Barnes. And I even thought when I was picking this, I was like, no way that Binky Barnes is going to get any votes. Oh my God.
Second character.
Moving on along, this is making me angry. Yeah, well, give me your reasoning for Binky Barnes besides
he was so annoying. He was so annoying. He gives me the same vibes as freaking Muffy.
Oh, okay. Absolutely not.
Yep. I have to say it, and that's my opinion. I'm sorry.
Like I said before, we're not here to criticize you for your choices. We're not here to shame you for your choices. We're just here to tell you that they suck.
Okay.
Who must go? Fern Walters, Prunella, Jenna, and Molly McDonald.
Okay, first of all, Molly McDonald was cool as hell, so I'm not getting rid of Molly, but just looking at these characters, I'm getting rid of Jenna.
No, Prunella kind of annoyed me, so I gotta get rid of Prunella.
I can see how she was kind of annoying, but look at Jenna. You know what she's giving me? She's giving me Uncanny Valley.
Why are you Muffy in the back talking about Jenna? For those of you who can't see who are watching on YouTube, Muffy's just like the most disgusted look over at Jenna. Oh my god. You're not you judging Jenna as a book. Wait, not you judging. Not you judging a book by its cover.
I don't care. That's what I chose. Next lineup, it's Nigel Ratburn, Paige Turner, Grandma Thora, Leah McGrady. Listen, I want to be funny and kick out Grandma Thora, but I can't do that to her.
I'm stuck between did I hate Nigel or could Nigel get it? I'm not sure.
Honestly, I see that. I can see it, but I would get rid of him. I just, for whatever reason. Oh my God.
I gotta get rid of Paige.
People wanted to get rid of Paige. Yeah. She got the most votes. I don't really remember Paige, so I can't say anything, but.
Yeah. For anyone who can't remember who Nigel is, it's the teacher.
Mr. Ratburn, literally.
Who must go? Mrs. Reed, the author's mom, Mr. Crosswire, Mrs. Baxter, or Mr. Finsky. Never would I get rid of Mr. Finsky.
No.
King. Has to be Mr. Crosswire.
I'm getting rid of Mr. Crosswire. Yep. It's like, come on. You bred that child. And you expect us to save you? Absolutely not.
Yep. It's giving what's the name? It's giving
Muffy.
No, well, yeah, because it's her father, but also it's giving Veruca Salt. It's giving Veruca Salt.
Absolutely. All right, next lineup, we've got DW, the Tibble twins, Visita Molina, or Nadine Flumbergast.
Freaking Nadine. I forgot about her with that stupid ponytail.
This one is so tough because honestly, Nadine, the Tibble twins, and DW were like super annoying.
Okay, but looking back, DW was a queen. She called Arthur out on his shit.
She did. And she did give us that iconic line, this sign can't stop me because I can't read.
Right.
She did give us that.
And I would just automatically go with the Tibble twins. Sorry.
I'm leaning toward the Tibble twins too. Okay, first of all, Visita Molina got 38% of votes, which I don't even understand because I don't even remember who she is.
Girl, it's racism.
No,
she's the darkest one there.
Why she gotta be brown? Why she gotta be brown? I can't believe that. And that was the last lineup. And honestly, justice for Visita Molina, because this was racially motivated. I can't believe that. Now that makes me want to scroll back up and look and see if they were all.
The other ones were white. I looked.
Oh, yeah. Well, except
white
for
or yellow.
Jenna is gray, so I don't know how you want to take that.
Well, white, yellow, or gray.
Sue Ellen is brown though.
She gets voted off.
Yes, she got voted off. Sue Ellen. Well, I mean, she's got ginger hair, but she looks brown. She's got like afro, like curly hair.
But white people can have curly hair like that. Not like an afro, but like curly hair. And so her being a ginger makes me lean toward white. Or there's like isn't there somewhere in Puerto Rico where they're gingers?
I have no idea. I cannot comment on that. But I'm just saying it doesn't look like curly hair. It looks like an afro.
Okay.
So
who knows? Only Sue Ellen.
I don't know, racially motivated is all I'm gonna say. All right, well, thank you guys for watching this stupid episode of Background Noise Besties.
Let us know your votes if you were voting along with us. Obviously, you can't have any results, but let us know what your thoughts were. If you, based on what you know about us, if you thought the results were accurate,
or if they were controversial, let us know. I feel like they definitely were, especially this last quiz that we took. Well, it's not even a quiz, it's a poll, but very controversial.
Yes. But you can find us on anywhere that you normally listen to podcasts. You can find us on TikTok, find us on YouTube, all at Background Noise Besties.
Exactly. Have a fun time going through all that stuff. Thank you again for listening this far. If you have,
and
we'll see you.
And make sure. Wait, say that again.
I said, and we'll see you on the next one. But go ahead and say what you were gonna say.
And make sure that you email us if you have something funny, a funny story, a funny limerick that you would like us to.
Not a limerick.
That you would like us to read and respond to on our podcast. Comment if you prefer that over email. Whatever, just hit us up.
You know, give us a good little intro, a good little sincerely, maybe best, maybe take care, you know, thank you, anything like that.
Be our first official bestie.
Exactly. Oh my God.
To be read on air. To be read on air.
True, on air, but it's not live. True.
Or just leave us a Yelp review.
Find us on Yelp somehow, I guess.
No, don't leave us a Yelp review, please.
No, you can't find us on Yelp, so, or can you?
Ooh, let us know.
All right, y'all. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.